Where's me glasses? Okay everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is just an update on the diabetes, as people have been asking for one. If you don't like these videos, just skip them, and on Friday there'll be another travel video out then, so don't worry about these. So I've got some notes here. It's been about 20 days since my CGM monitor run out, and I must admit, after those 15 days of wearing the monitor, the novelty factor wore off. I obviously was taking measurements every single day, and during that time I didn't spike at all. So my blood sugar levels remained in the normal range. A couple of times they actually dipped, not where I had any trouble at all, but the symptom I noticed was my left hand would shake, slightly tremor when I was holding something. And when I checked the CGM monitor, sure enough, my blood sugar was just going into the yellow range. And so I think I had a spoonful of honey or something like that, and that quickly brought it back up. Anyway, so after the 15 days, I didn't really see the point in buying another CGM monitor because it wasn't really going to be telling me anything different. During that time, I was eating smaller portions. I was cutting out all the cakes and all the naughty stuff. And we were doing all the tricks that I'd learned from the research. So we were eating salads before a meal with vinegar. Obviously I was cutting out sugar and all the sweet stuff. Pasta and potatoes I was eating, smaller portions, but they were always cooked in advance and stored in the fridge. So they were retrograded, so they didn't have much of an impact on my blood sugar levels. I suppose other than that, the biggest changes has been with exercise. We try and do a good walk after lunch. We have developed a love of walking up hills, as that really gets you puffing. And we have been doing resistance training in the van whilst we've been away. We're currently in France on a very foggy hill, but you won't see that series for quite some time. That'll be next year sometime. The exercise has made a massive difference to both of us. We're not puffing and panting when we're on walks anymore, and we're really enjoying that. And it was a while ago that we went to Potters, our second visit to Potters, which is an all-inclusive holiday camp in the UK, for those of you that don't know. And whilst we were there, we saw a lot of people in our age bracket who were quite ill, and clearly if we didn't make changes, we were heading that way for sure. Anyway, so that was a bit of a wake-up call, as well as the diabetes diagnosis that has persuaded us to make these changes. As for weight loss, I am losing weight, but it's not going down very much. But my fat levels have reduced and are continuing to reduce. We got some scales at home that measure my body fat as well as my weight, and I'm not experiencing the weight loss, and I'm putting that down to the added exercise we're doing, because hopefully I don't want to lose muscle mass. As for the belly is definitely going down. The current pair of trousers I'm wearing, the belt is on its tightest notch now. So soon I'm going to have to start cutting new holes or get myself a new belt. I'm not living life as a monk. I'm not denying myself treats. I'm trying to approach this from point of view that this is the new way of living. I'm not on a diet. So we're eating what we fancy, but the portions are less. And the motto is very much now everything but in moderation, whereas before it was generally to excess. I've not had a new blood test yet to see if my HbA1c, if that's the right term for it, score has moved. I sincerely hope it has moved with all the effort we've been putting in. And I think I'm due one of those tests sort of every 3 months on the NHS. So hopefully when I get home, I'll be able to get another blood test to see if I'm still in the diabetic range or if I've managed to go backwards to pre-diabetic. Because my blood sugar levels dipped a couple of times, I stopped the metformin. I think taking metformin and making all of these changes was a little bit too much and I was pushing it too far. So I've stopped the metformin, and only time will tell when I get that blood test to see if that was the right decision or not. Other than that, I'm feeling much healthier than I was. I think my skin is looking better than it was. I'm not coming out in spots so much, but if I do eat bread or something like that, then I might get the odd spot the following day, but that quickly clears up. Anyway, onwards and upwards, and that's the state of affairs. Thanks for watching.